Hi there. Welcome to City Skylines Riverdance, episode 23. We have a lot of multiple problems in the city that I have to fix. That's the bad news. The good news is we've got our first persons back, thanks to Tony56. End Lights isn't working anymore, but Tony56 made a adjustment on his, and it's working beautifully, and we're going to do a lot of first persons as soon as I fix a couple of problems. One of the major problems is the garbage, and I have plenty of garbage coverage, more than I need, so it's not because we don't have enough vehicles. It's probably because they're trying to cover too many apartment complexes. So I'm going to fix that, but before I fix that, I have to fix this problem. Healthcare is fine. We only have 14 sick citizens, but we have 319 dead bodies that aren't getting picked up. So, first things first, I'm going to go down here and find out what our problem is. Apparently, half of it is that the 24 hearses we were previously using in these two cemeteries are no longer there because these cemeteries are full. So we'll close these two out. Okay, I can take that off now. And then I'm going to go down here because I'm trying to cover 24 hearses that aren't there anymore. Each of these guys gets 9 hearses. I don't know if you can read that or not, but there are 9 hearses for each one of these crematoriums. So I need 3 to be over. Oh, I need a crematorium. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now that's going to cost us a little over about $3,300, but we have $8,500 a week coming in, so I'm hoping that that's going to make a difference, and only time will tell. Okay, now the other problem was the garbage. Okay, so stopping the game again so that I can see where the problem is. Obviously the problem is out here where we have a lot of apartment complexes, and it's just too much for the we're throwing too many trucks back in here, and we're clogging up the works. So because we have another neighborhood down on the other plateau now, it's time to start changing these into houses, but we can only do it a few at a time. So there we go. And where was the other problem at? Over here. So if I start here, now we're gonna be hurting for a little bit here because the income from these houses, these apartments, isn't going to be available until they turn into houses. So until that happens, of course, we're going to have very unhappy tax collectors because we just dropped from 10,000 to 5,000. You know, 3,000 of it went to the hearses, but that's still 2,000 that we're not getting in taxes from these folks now. Okay, but that said, I'm hoping that things pick up here pretty quickly. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put you on pause and check a few things. Okay, I was just holding you on pause while I let the game run for a minute so that I could be sure that our income was restabilizing, which it's doing. No sense in making you sit there and watch me for 10 minutes while I'm watching the numbers. We do probably, in order to keep people from being sick, you'll notice that our water is okay, but our sewage is at the same line, and I like to keep that up one because sewage can make people sicker than lack of water. So I'm going to just real quick drop another sewer line down here. Get our... There. Okay. So now as soon as this guy starts working, like the others are doing, we'll know that, there he goes. Okay, so now we've got even more sewage popping into this little river that goes nowhere but out and out of the city and out into the ocean, far away from where we have water coming in at the ocean. And nothing else is ever attached to that one, so that keeps it clean in the city, hopefully. What have we got here? Wish I could remember exactly where I put this. I think I could put another... I could go down here and put, if I could get it across, I could go down here and put in another dam if needed. But right now I don't need it. I mean, my goodness, look at that. I'm not even using it all. But now our sewage treatment, according to this little graph up here in the left corner, our sewage treatment is now a little bit higher than our water availability, and that's what we want. We want to get all that sewage out of the water. Okay, and our dead people, which was 319, we have a few more sick people, but that's dropping, and our dead people have gone down from 319 to 275. So we've accomplished what we needed to do so far. I mean, we're still waiting for this area right here to... Oh, we have nighttime. I love nighttime. I'm learning to love nighttime. Let's go down in here and do a first person at night. I'm going to start out by just riding a bicycle. There we go. And then we'll jump into a person. I love Tony56's mod. It lets you jump around and go to first person, and it took all the flickering off. My night lights, when I went into night first person, all of the night lights in the park, everything was flickering, and now it's not, which is wonderful. Guy out there walking his dog in the rain. That dog had a lot of fur. He's okay. He'll be just fine. He will. Oh, there was a little old lady. Okay, this is a neat thing with Tony's if I do this right. Okay, we just passed a little old lady in pink. We're on a bicycle, and we're on Cedric Phillips's bicycle. If I keep this blue bubble down here instead of a green one, I should be able to tab out and be in the same spot there, with the bubble still attached to Cedric right here. And there's the little old lady. So if I want to get out of Cedric now and jump into the little old lady, I can. And we'll just watch Cedric over here on the side as he... There he goes. Oh, and he's got a puppy with him, following him. And there goes Cedric. Now, in Tony's also, I'm in a little old lady now, Brittany Lee, and I can now jump into Brittany Hunter, who's looking back at Brittany Lee over here. And now I can be in Brittany Hunter, and I can go wherever she goes, which I could not do with Enlight's mod. I think this is fantastic. I just love it. This is so much fun. Now, I do have a little problem, but I don't care. I'm just going to point it out. I can work around it. If I'm in a walking sim like Brittany and I click on a bicycling sim or a car, it will let me click on it and it will let me put the camera on, but then the camera only goes to the side, as if Brittany, that we were previously in, is still, we're still in Brittany. You can see things jiggling. That means you're stuck between two places, okay? So we're still in Brittany. We're going to see the bicyclist go by, and then we'll probably see this thing going over to this corner. There he goes, and there goes Robert Peters. Yeah, it just... Okay, so we're now still stuck in Brittany, but we've got Robert Peters' bicycle icon, and he's way the heck off here somewhere. So if I now click out of this, I wind up attached to two people. I have no idea where Brittany is, but if I get out of Robert Peters, who is right here, and I look around, I'm likely to find that I'm still attached somewhere to Brittany. Maybe not. Maybe I'm okay now. Let's attach to a building and then unattach and see if that gets me loose. Okay. Actually, I think this, no, that's Sabrina. Somebody else. There's Brittany, right. There's the lady that we were in before we jumped onto this guy, I think. No, yeah, Robert Peters. So, I mean, there is that problem. But as long as you go from walking people to walking people, you can jump from one to the other. Okay, Sabrina, I guess, is waiting. She's going to the park Medallion Park. There we go. It says, anyway. And I might just stick with her until she gets to the park. Then if she stands still, I will have to jump out of her, and we'll do a real I am the Sim first person. Yeah, she's going to sit here and stare at this tree for a while. Not interested in that. So we will jump out of Sabrina with a tab. And see, now we're still attached to her, so we have to actually click off of her. Now we're completely free of Sabrina. Okay, we're just up above everybody. And I'm going to get as close as I can to this group right here, which looks like a fella and his dog and one other person. And if I click tab, it'll drop me right down immediately. We don't have to do that let's float down thing anymore. And then I just push the mouse forward, and I can... Now I am the Sim. Well, at least I think I am the Sim. Okay. There. Yeah. See, now this is me doing all of this now. Okay, there's two people. I'm just looking around in the park, checking out who's who here. Oh, I don't know. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I have to fix something. I think I just... Oh. Oh, goodness. Wow. Okay, so my tab is not working now. Is nothing working? I messed something up. So I'm going to have to put you on pause and go fix it. This has nothing to do, I don't think, with Tony. It has to do with the fact that I grabbed my recording frame. I'm going to pause you, and when I get this fixed, I'll come back on. Okay, I think I'm back where I was before. It's nighttime, and I think that person right there is the one that that I was leaving behind. Yeah, guy sitting down in there. So let's get down as close to him as we can with a tab. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he is. Okay, so I think we're back where we started. Yeah, there's the guy that I left behind when I was trying to figure out what I did wrong. Goodness, I sure messed that up. Oh, I see. I'm having trouble with... Okay, I need to get my hand off the mouse. Do not use the mouse in this game when you're using this mod. There, you can still use it, but you shouldn't, because it causes a lot of problems. Okay, so, okay. Well, I want to use it to turn, though. Here we go. Oh, I didn't put in the continuation. There should be a path from here to here, and I didn't put one in yet. So that's something we can do later. Looks like we have somebody actually sitting. If I can turn around. Yeah, there's a guy sitting on the fountain. I put lights in the fountain with that. I didn't do it with everybody watching, but I put a light in each of these fountains so at night we'd see them. Because before that, they looked, kind of like this fountain over here does. Just kind of dark, nothing in it, nothing pretty to look at night. So I just put a little spotlight that I found in the game. It wasn't even a mod, it was just something that was in the game to put in if you wanted to. I guess I should turn the game on, though, so that we can see people doing stuff. What's he looking at? Can we get up close enough to see? Oh, he's actually got stuff on there. How cool is that? On his iPod, whatever. I noticed another thing, too. I don't know if we can find one or not, but if we can find a tourist, the male tourist has a map now that he opens up and looks at, and I swear to God it's actually a map inside, which I think is kind of cool. And this girl's talking on the phone to somebody, and somebody over here is sitting at a desk talking to a little old lady, sitting at a table. May or may not be talking to the little old lady, but at least she's keeping her company. Maybe that's her mom. Who knows? There. Yep, that could be her mom. She could be taking her mom out for a walk, or vice versa. They're not saying anything, though. Maybe they're mad at each other. You kind of got to wonder why nobody ever. I never see any two Sims talking to each other. This is a pretty park at night. And let's see, there's another lady and somebody's dog. Usually the people, there he is. There's the guy that the dog belongs to, I'll betcha. Yep. Going to stand over there with this. One thing I noticed in this game, which I think is really cool, the people don't lead the dogs so much as the dogs lead the people in the park. They'll stand there and do whatever they're doing, the people, and then if the dog takes off, the person goes with him. I think that's kind of cool. Ooh, I think the guy just got in the car with his dog. Who's over this way? Did he go that way? Nope, he didn't. I don't see a guy with this dog out here. He got in that car and left that we just saw somebody getting into. I'm going to see if I can do this. I don't know if I can from this mode. I don't know if I can even. Let's see. Nope. I was going to try and jump into the little girl, but the only way I can do that is if I. Boy, those things look pretty, don't they? Maybe I'll just keep going. It's so pretty out here at night. Oh, before night disappears, I am going to do something. I'm going to jump out of this one. And when you jump out, you go back in exactly where, out of, the first person you are, the sim thing, you actually go back to where you jumped in, which of course was right here where that guy was previously sitting. I want to go and find one of these parks that has the pretty trees in it and see what they look like at night. So, get lined up over, see if I can tab down in now. Okay, there we go. Oh, I'm going to have to put some lights on these parks because they're just dark at night. Oh. Well, my pretty cherry parks don't look like anything at night. I mean, you can go out and walk through them on the paths, but it's really dark out here, especially in between the park areas. I definitely need to put some stuff out there. Yeah. 'Cause, wow, you can see all the city is pretty. Oh, and the statue is lit up. Maybe I just need to put something else in there that, let's see. See if there are any people around the statue at night. Doesn't look like there's too many people in here. And I don't know if it's because it's not an old park yet that people have recognized, or the statue's lit up really nice at night. I like that. Now that's lovely. And there is one guy here. Or, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. This is the guy with the skateboard. Okay, so we'll turn the game on now and let it rip. See what he's doing. He seems to be the only person here, though. I don't see any other people. I mean, you know, in the park. I don't see any other people. A lot of bicyclers and whatnot outside of the park. But only this one guy, he's sitting down here now. There. Same fella, I think. Yeah, he's still got his skateboard with him. Oh, there goes a lady. Where'd she go? Okay, there's a couple of people in this park. But it's really dark. Okay, I do have a fountain there that I could light up. Do I have any other fountains? There's one. Okay, not in this game. I mean, not in this episode, but in the next couple of episodes, in between the episodes, I'm going to fix my park, this one, so that it has a little something here and there to light it up, because wow, maybe even spotlights on these trees would be nice. Yeah, just a spotlight on the tree maybe would be all I need, you know, because it's pretty dark out there. I'm going to do that. Maybe that's what I should do. Okay, so I'm in first person mode. You are a sim first person. I don't know what else to call it. I used to call it Ghost. Okay, I'm going to jump into this guy. Well, I'm going to jump into some bicycler. Like I said, when I tab out of this You Are a Sim spot, it'll take me back to where I was previously in that other park. And there we go. Okay. Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. It took me out. Did it take me out where I was before, or where I went into the park? Oh, I guess it took me out where I went into this park. That's fine. I'll go ahead and jump into this Stephanie Murray's bicycle. There we go. And we'll ride along with her for a little bit. I'm just enjoying first persons as long as I can. While you're watching that, I'm just going to go up here and check a couple of things. Water, electric. That's the most important one. Oh yeah, we're doing great. Even the dead people are down from 395 to 180 something. So that's good. So that means that I can just enjoy my first persons for a while. Oh, I lost Stephanie's little thing, though. Can I get it back? I'm not sure how to get it back in Tony's mod. I used to click on the screen right there, and I'd get the little dialog box back, but I don't seem to be able to do that with Tony's. Once I click out of it, I can't get it back, I guess. So we don't know where she's going. That was the only reason I needed to get it back. I needed to know where she was going. And apparently she's going to go, yeah, she went into a building. And I didn't jump out of her fast enough when I saw her doing that, so we don't know where she went, because I'm back where I started. Okay, let's check out let's get back here where we made our, whoa! Okay, we were right over here. Now I'm going to come down here where we took out so many of the buildings and set it up for there to be new housing. Well, they didn't come back here, and I think they didn't come back here because we have this other neighborhood, remember, out here somewhere. Where did I put it? There. Remember this neighborhood out here with all the cherry trees that we put out here? Yeah, that was in last episode, and the episode before it we established this neighborhood. And I think all of the people that lost their spot up on the upper plateau are now moving down into this one, because if you look, we still got a lot of green here for people to move into houses. And I'm going to start doing houses if I can afford to and still get enough funds, you know, because it's faster and easier for the garbage trucks to get through them and pick everything up. If we look at the garbage now, yeah, see the little houses, even though they're a long ways away, they've got good garbage pickup. They're all aquamarine color, not orange, brown, red, you know. But then we've got apartment complexes up here that are orange, brown, and red, like right there, you know. And so maybe I'll even take some more out. Well, not yet, because we haven't gotten back up to 10,000 in weekly income. We're down at 7,000 something. So don't want to mess with that too much right now until, you know, I can rearrange things a little bit. But what we can do is add a little bit more. Down here it says I need more residential. Well, I've made room for that. But I also need more business, and I don't have room for that yet. So let's make some business down here. I made the mistake of, in my previous, when I made the map, I didn't smooth out this edge here. So we have all of these sticky uppies that, you know, if somebody's got a house right here or a building or a park right here, they're not going to see out very much, I don't think. Unless maybe I'm going to see if I'm going to try putting, well, maybe if we'll see. We'll see what we get here. First I have to put the streets in. And I guess before I can do that, I have to have maybe a road here that goes like so. If it was going to be 8, that's 4. How about if I put it like that? And we'll see if I can get my park that is not a promenade. What is that? Oh, that's the little one. Okay, I'm going to try putting the pink parks up here. I tried putting the promenades in along here, and they looked like they smushed this out, but then when you got down in and looked at them, they didn't so much. So we'll try this. Slope too steep. Okay, there we go. And it just kind of rides along it, so, you know, you deal with what you got. Okay, there. I'm going to go up make a little bridge here, and then back down, and then over. And I don't know if I can upgrade a road. No, not with the park on it. So take the park out and upgrade the road. Oops, I didn't exactly upgrade it, did I? Oops. Okay, so try putting the road back in. See if that will work. And then see if I can get that park back in there. Now, there we go. Okay. And let's see, I had a little one here. I thought I had a little one. Yeah. Oh, but it's really long. How about this one? Yeah, that's better. And okay, I found another one, good one. And it's actually nighttime here, so this is a good time to... Okay, more roads. I'm going to try and get some roads in here and some parks. See if I can get the big one. Now, people aren't going to be able to see over the edge much here because of those sticky-uppy things, but okay, so we have water. Oh, no, we don't have water. We have to get water going over here. Okay, and then we can put in some buildings. Is my electricity going through okay? Where are these guys getting their electricity from? These parks have to get... Aha! Okay, they're getting it from these guys way down here. That's wonderful. I'm really thrilled with that. It means I don't have to have one of those things right there. See, I don't have... Well, you can't see it now, but there's a power line. I don't want my power lines to show. Okay, so while it's nighttime, we'll go ahead and put in the business end of this little park area. There we go. Now we have some business that will eventually... Oh, what was that I just saw go by? Oh, it was probably just a bird, because I don't see it now. I thought maybe I saw a moose or something running through, but no, it was just a bird that was flying up next to my... up higher where it was bigger. Okay, so we have this stuff. Okay, so do I want to... Where is this going to go? If I run this out here... Huh. Why will it not... Oh, I see. Okay. There. So then if I run this along here... Can I still put parks in that close? Yay, I can. Okay. And that one. And some more water first. I guess I better do the water first. There we go. And probably should connect this up if it will let me. there, going in and out. Okay, and then put in some more business. Let's see. I think I'll leave that one undone. Oops. And then start right here. That way people coming in off the freeway can see that there are parks here, you know. And that's always nice. Okay, we're back to parks. They're all in. And if I turn the game on, they'll light. Yeah, the purple means they've got their electricity. Okay. And a little bit more. It's kind of hard to do this on the night shift because I'm not sure if I'm getting it close enough. Or too close, maybe, you know, so the parks can't. BS2, BS3, BS1. Okay. So which one are you? Oh, that one. Okay. And then there's this one. I'm just trying to put in different ones. And then there's this one. There we go. And then there's this one again. Okay. And water has to go out before the buildings do. Okay. There we go. So now I'm going to go down in here. Well, actually, we'll leave that for later. And we'll go over here where there are some people and go down in over here. There don't seem to be that many people. Okay. Driving to M&H Clothing. Okay, Charles Wright is in the business district. This is not a nightlife district. This is just business. So some places are probably going to be closed. But we'll drive along behind him and see where he's going. I think does say he works there? No, he's not a worker there. So he's somebody who's going to get out and go into the building to go shopping, maybe, once he gets to whatever building it is. These are all just business, you know, places where things are for sale. And he got out before I could, oh well. We lost him. Maybe that was him. Okay, so see once they drop somebody off, if a car is along the side and it stops for a second, it's letting somebody like this guy out, and then the car just disappears and you lose him, which was why I got dropped off. But this guy just got out of a car with his dog, and he is going to come in here and probably sit down. Yeah, he's going to sit down. And I don't think I can move around in here. Oh, I just lost him now. That's cute. Okay, so he if I drop down into first person here, I can go over and see him and his dog sitting over there. See, there they are. We left them behind. And there he is. He got out of a car and then went over here and sat. And then, of course, all we could see was that, because we were standing in front of him, which is what happens, you know. But anyway, this is our new secondary business district that we just started. And this is the part that was already, in effect. I'm trying to be a person walking here, and it's not working very well. Maybe I'll just see if I can't grab a vehicle. Driving home. Okay, well, that's a good one, I think. Yeah. It's going to go around the long way to get home because there are no houses here. So, oh, maybe not. It just turned around. Well, at least, we'll get to drive out with it. Now, I could not get from a person to a vehicle without, having problems like I showed you earlier. But I wonder if I could get from a vehicle to a vehicle without a problem. Let's see if I can jump from this sports car with Kathleen Jones in it to this crematorium hearse. It looks like I can. Yeah, okay, it lets me do that. I just can't go from a walking person to something on wheels, bicycles or vehicles. But I can do this. Now, I don't know about, what's that up there? If we get close enough to whatever's up here, I could try jumping to the next vehicle, like that truck. Okay, Earl Brown is going to the Elizabeth residence, and he's in that big truck that we just popped into. I like that. I like being able to bounce back and forth. Let's see. Maybe I should bounce into... Oh, I can't catch him. I'm trying to catch this one up here. And this SUV that Ann Wright is in. There. Okay, so now we're in Anna Wright's SUV. And we can pop onto this. Mary Graham is on the scooter. There, now we're on the scooter behind the cop car, who must be getting ready to pull somebody over, so I want to see this. So now we're in the cop car. And apparently, maybe he's not pulling someone over. I never saw a policeman pull a vehicle over out on the freeway or anywhere else. They're always going into buildings or parks, but maybe he's just making noise so people will get out of his way. I don't know. But he's definitely going a lot faster than everybody else is. And he is headed to the Brook residence, responding to a call. So we'll get to see the cops. Maybe we'll get to see the cops get out of the car and go into the building. They don't bring out any criminals, but their load of criminals in their police car always expands when they come back out of the buildings. So we have to assume that they just kind of Scotty beam me up the criminal into the back seat, because facility full. It's telling us that there's a garbage facility, or a crematorium full. Okay, as much as I would like to continue here, I'm going to hop out. And there he is, right there. But I'm going to get out of him because I need to run over and see what facility is full that's costing us money. There he is. We have... Well, there it is. No. Okay, what facility is full? Oh, we have a bunch of garbage places over here that still have to be taken care of. Oops. So we have some of the... That's where it was. That sign that came up and said facilities full. That was for this area. So let's get down in as close as we can. and start checking these guys out. 98% full. Turn here. This one's full, 100% full. That was the one we saw the sign for. 94% full. 82 can wait. 94 can get turned off. Okay, now what does that do to my garbage? My incinerator status is so high that it handles everything. I don't need any of these anymore. I really don't. And if we have these off, every one of these is costing us $232 a week. So just figuring 200, 246 for the 2 that I turned off previously. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 saved, 1,600 saved, 1,800 saved, 2,000 saved, 2,200 saved, 2,400 saved, 2,600 saved. Oh, we're going to have lots of income. 2,600, 2,800 saved. There, they're all turned off. We won't have that problem anymore. And we should have a lot of income now. And we still have a garbage production of only 589 thou and an incinerator capacity of 875 thou. So, you know, I'm thinking that that should solve our money and garbage problem. Meantime, I think I'm going to jump down in here and grab a vehicle that's down here. One of these guys. There's some guy importing ore products from Rockfield, that's another town outside of this map, to uranium. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, we'll lock onto him, and we're now in his vehicle, and see if we can stay with him. He just dropped his load at uranium, and he's now leaving town because he's got to go back to Rockfield. So, you know, he's out of here. So we're going to watch him leave town, and then because we're at 47 minutes right now, as soon as he leaves town and gets out of the map, and, you know, we enter the twilight zone, so to speak, then we'll end this episode and start with episode 24. I'm just so thrilled. Thank you, Tony56, for letting us have a really, really good mod that works beautifully. I'm so thrilled with it. We've got our first-person mods back, and that I really, really love. Okay, he's on the freeway, and probably he's going to get off the freeway and head off to the right into the hills here in a minute. One would think. I don't know which direction Rockfield is that he was importing goods to. When we come back on 23, we're going to have to revise our industrial area, because I can pretty much guarantee you if they're importing goods, that means that there are no more goods under the ground anymore for them to pull up. So we need to move our ore production and oil production further out so that it's collecting in a place where we still have some ore, because, you know, that stuff disappears. It's not like putting in an industrial area or a farming area or a forestry area where they grow their own product. Once it's gone, and you better turn it into something else. So we'll do that in episode 24. Right now we're in episode 23, and I'm just loving this. Tony, you are the master. Thank you so much. We love you, we love you, we love you. Okay, we're out in La La Land now. Everything's turning kind of, foggy. That means we have left the city and we're out where we should never be and cannot normally go. But if you're in a vehicle that's leaving, in a first-person mode, you can get out of the city this way. Oh, can I jump to another one out here? Yeah, no, see, we're out of the city. Oh, I can. I can get into an ore truck. Let's go do that. He's going to Westfield instead of Rockfield. Oh, and we're a fly sitting on top of him instead of in his window. And then there's this one in front of us. Of course, the edge of the game is coming right up here, so I guess we're not going to have time to jump into another one because we're getting close to what I call Langolier Land. Yep, there we go. We're off the map, and we're back where we started. Yeah. It takes you back to where you exited the game, I guess. I'm not sure where it took me back to. Anyway, it bounced me back to the city. Okay. Okay, so that's it for this episode. And it looks like we're going to have a lot of new businesses out here where we just... Remember where we built this just a little while ago? Is this what I think it is? Oh, no, this is the other neighborhood. Never mind. Forget what I was saying. I was being silly. This is the business district we were building, and there's a little bit here now. So I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'll see you in episode 24. Bye.